My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down all of our bets for UFC Paris. And if you're not a premium member, this is the first time you're going to see the bets. We'll walk you through them, but you may not get as good of odds as if you were a premium member, because premium members have access to every single one of our bets the minute we place them, sometimes days, weeks, or even months in advance to get ahead of that line movement. Go to WeWantPicks.com and at the top, click Become a Member. It is $10 a month. We're talking $2.50 a week. That's it. You get all of our bets. You get fantasy tools, betting tools, all of our picks, everything the very second that it is available. Get ahead of the lines. $2.50 a week. You hit one of these damn bets, you could pay for a year or multiple years worth of membership. And as always, if you want $50 for free, all you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, make a deposit, and I'll send you $50. I don't know why I emphasized one. You could sign up with all of them, and I'll send you $50 for every single one of them. WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up, make a deposit, I'll send you $50. And it's a tricky week. I've only got a couple units going here, not as much as usual. And I honestly could talk myself out of every single one of these. It is that kind of week. We have a lot of short notice fights, a lot of UFC debuts. The event's taking place in a city that they've never had a UFC event before. Are these judges going to be capable? There's so many things going on here. And Jacob and I are heads up on at least two of these bets. So right at the gate, I got Charles Jourdain. I got him at minus 144. He's now minus 149. So a little bit of line movement there. Nothing crazy, but I was ahead of that. And I just, he's coming off that loss to Shane Burgos, but that insane pressure, that pace, there's just no quitting him whatsoever. He will be the much bigger fighter. I think he'll be the more active one. I think he'll have the better cardio. So I've got him here. Nathaniel Wood's obviously very good. Jacob will talk to you about that and why he thinks, but I do think Jourdain will get it done. Then I got Nasrat Haqparast at minus 195. He's minus 227 now. So obviously premium members had access to that much earlier and did get ahead of that movement. That is some meaningful movement depending on what kind of money you're betting here. I think Nasrat's going to get this done. The reality is John Makdessi looked good in his last fight. Nasrat did not look good in his. And if you get the best of each one of these guys, their last performance of each one of these guys, frankly, Makdessi could win this fight. But I do think Nasrat is a genuine prospect with very good hands, very good power. He's active. He's younger. He hits harder. All of those things, I think he gets this done. And then I got Robert Whittaker at minus 235. That hasn't moved much, and if anything, it actually moved the other way just a touch. I just don't see how Marvin Vettori wins this fight. And I know a lot of people think he does, but I just don't know how. He's not going to take down Robert Whittaker. The only person on this planet that's ever done that more than once was Yoel Romero. He still lost that fight. He's not going to outstrike Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker's a phenomenal striker. Frankly, should be the champion right now. So Robert Whittaker minus 235. I'm very happy with that. And then my one and only prop bet is actually probably my most confident bet. And if you go to Bet Online, they have prop bets. One of them is most significant strikes landed. So this is just who is going to land more significant strikes in this fight, Whittaker or Vettori. And you got to go with Whittaker here. That dude is so busy, so active. His significant strike numbers are very high. And I think he absolutely gets that done, minus 260. He doesn't even need to win the fight. Obviously, I want him to because I got that money line bet. This is just who's going to land more significant strikes. His foot movement, his in and out, he's going to get that done. And then premium members, you do have access to a members-only parlay. We call it the safety parlay because for the most part, and we did miss it last week with Usman losing, but for the most part, these parlays should hit. They are very conservative. The 2-leg is minus 135. The 3-leg is plus 153. And the 4-leg is plus 304. I'm pretty confident in that. If you are a premium member, you will see that on the betting page. If you're not, become a premium member now. It's $10 a month. I'm never going to touch that price. We're going to continue to add features and enhancements. And if you're watching this, but you also do DraftKings, we have an optimizer included. You went a little wild this week. Why don't you go ahead and walk us through what you got going on?
Yeah, just a couple units for UFC Paris. If you want to watch the full fight breakdowns and our analysis between all these fights, just watch the Tuesday breakdowns or the individual breakdowns at We Want Picks clips. YouTube channel. Nathaniel Wood, lock of the week, going for 9 in a row. Pretty self-explanatory, plus 120. 3 units. Robert Whitaker, minus 228. Same thing that Angelo said. I went a little bit more aggressive on this. Marvin Vettori at the ceremonial face-offs acted like a complete asshole. Did the whole fake handshake. Ooh, waving his finger. I've never seen someone act like an asshole at weigh-ins or ceremonial face-offs and then win the fight. Everyone keeps getting sparked. So I feel even better about Bobby Knuckles. That's my dude. John Makdessi, I was waiting to place this bet. I thought it was going to get to plus 200. Last night, actually, during a live stream, it did get to plus 200. I waited. Now it's back down to plus 192. But I love John Makdessi in that matchup. Should be a decision fight, so as Angelo mentioned, should come down to the judges. We'll see how those judges perform in Paris, first France event. Magomedov, minus 255 versus former lock of the week, Dustin. I hated placing this bet. I'm a big Dustin fan, but should dominate everywhere. That has now moved to minus 300, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is minus 350, 400 by the time the fight starts. So even at minus 300, I would still try to jump on that if you can. WeWantPicks.com/bet. Sign up, get you 50. Fares Ziam should be the better striker in a mostly striking matchup. He seems a little soft to me. Nickname is the Smile Killer, which is one of the worst nicknames I've ever seen, but he should be the better striker in a mostly striking battle. So that's my motto when I'm looking at moneyline bets. So I took him at plus 163. I think you can get him at like plus 170 or so now. So I think it's pretty good money. Put a unit on that. Now the props, already out of breath. Aaron's Gomez under 2.5. This is basically comes down to how aggressive Gomez wants to fight. And I think it's like Gomi maybe. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. If he comes out and is aggressive, I think he can easily finish this fight under 2.5 rounds. But if he kind of pitter-patters around, we might miss this. That's why I only put the 0.65 units to get a half unit back. This was a Sunday bet before prop bets dropped. All I had was over-under rounds.
I like that just because you're talking so fast before you jump to the next one. I like that one because I agree Gomez can be low volume, but Aaron's is not. So Aaron's is going to come forward, is going to push that pace, and Gomez is a counter striker. So he'll either catch him or get sparked. And either way, under 2.5, I'm surprised it's not a 1.5 line. 2 UFC debuts, really want to put on a show. That should hit. That's a good bet.
Okay, yeah, you're killing my time. You told me under 10 minutes. You just took a minute of my time. Miranda St. Denis, over 1.5. This basically comes down to Miranda is very dangerous on the ground. St. Denis probably gets it to the ground, but Miranda is basically good enough to be able to survive for 1.5 rounds. I think it's a mostly grappling battle, and both of them are dangerous. So over 1.5 on that. 1 unit, the Chirico and Kopilov fight does not go the distance plus 120. I think it's plus 130 now. We saw the Chirico, I could never say his name, get sparked in his last fight. Kopilov is also very, very tough. I just don't think it goes the distance. Those boys really get after it. Main card, big crowd. Ty, inside the distance, decisional action. Pretty self-explanatory. If he wins inside the distance, I get paid. If he wins a decision, probably not going to happen. I get my money back. If Gane wins a decision, which I think, and he already said he's going to dance around and do his little Gane thing. It's probably going to be boring. I think if Gane wins a decision, I'll get my money back. But if Ty comes in, pushes the pressure, sparks this dude, I get my money. Big, big money. 3 units on that because I think it's, I think Gane wins a boring decision is how it plays out. But I'll put some money. Same thing for Buckley here. Buckley, the more powerful striker in this matchup. I think Imavov, again, just kind of dances around, plays it safe, and keeps his distance from Buckley. But if Buckley lands that big shot, plus 170. If he wins a decision, money back. If Imavov wins a decision, money back. Props continue. We have Perez plus 3.5. You're only going to find this at BetOnline. Only has to win 1 round on the judges' scorecards. If she wins inside the distance, wins a decision, or just wins 1 round, if she loses 28-29 on all 3 judges' scorecards, I still hit this bet. It was plus 145. Now it's a plus 125. It's probably going to keep moving in that direction, 1 unit. And then my Miranda bets. Inside the distance, decisional action. Again, already explained it. If he wins inside the distance, listen, when he fought Magomedov, who's now in Bellator on the regional scene, he had him in some tight guillotines like 3 or 4 times. This guy's very, very slick on the ground. You could see the submission round betting, how much it has moved. I got it early in the week, plus 1,600, plus 2,000, plus 2,800. I couldn't believe they were that high. Now it's plus 700, plus 1,600, and then they kept the plus 2,800 the same for round 3. So if there's a submission bet by Miranda, if Ty knocks this dude out, and Buckley knocks this dude out, and Nathaniel Wood wins, oh man. We're getting a private jet. We're all going to Vegas, baby. And the last part on here, I'm waiting to place money on Taha. Taha was going to be my lock of the week. Just never got to the underdog roll. I still think by the time the fight starts, he's going to get to the underdog roll. I'm waiting for the plus money. I'll place that bet. I'll tweet it. Follow me on Twitter.
All right. Very fast. Woo. Good job. And don't forget, become a premium member, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. And like Jacob said, a lot of these bets are exclusive to BetOnline. So go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our partners. We recommend BetOnline. Make a deposit. I'll send you $50.